Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a review of the 72 set of Copic markers. So it came in a hard plastic case, and it actually came with two little things on top of the markers, so it kept them all in their places. Like, it has a spot for each individual marker that you can just slide right back on top, and it would like hold all of them in their place, which I thought was actually pretty cool because I've never seen that before. One thing I like personally is it has the numbers and then the color name, because some brands just put numbers on them, and then it actually says Copic. I think that word's Ciao because we looked it up, and then it says Ciao, but that kind of just sounds kind of strange. I like how they put all of the numbers on the box, so if you wanted to like be like, oh, do I have this marker, you could just go to the front and look and see if you had it. Here's the skin tone set. It is not the Ciao markers, it is the sketch set, and it actually comes with 6 brush markers and chisel tip on one side, brush markers on the other side. At the time of recording this video, the Copic sketch set is $22. So here I just wanted to swatch all the markers out. It did not show me writing the names on the swatches because my hand just kept covering it. So for the 72 set of Copic markers, it is about $200, but right now it has a sale for like $182 or something. So if you're wondering why there's just like a random eye, a little leaf thing, and some writing, it's because I was trying to fill a page on my sketchbook because I'm at the very end and I kind of wanted to do a sketchbook tour. So I was like, I'll just use this piece of paper. So as you can see, it actually came with a very large assortment of pretty good colors. It came with some good grays, it came with a lot of good skin tones. Like, I like to use a lot more grays than what it came with, but for like just like a starter set or just like what you need to draw, basically, it came with every color that you would need. And here's the one I did on Christmas Day. This swatch sheet looks a lot better because I like swatched them more neatly, but that's what this one looks like. I was also very pleasantly surprised that it came with so many different pastels because I don't actually have any pastel markers. So when I seen all of the pastel colors, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm totally gonna have to do a pastel drawing. So here I wanted to do a blending test because the colors are very vibrant and they go on the paper very well, but can they blend? So I think it did really good on the blending test because as I started to push the markers together and start to try to blend them out, it actually started to create a pretty good gradient. So I actually decided to do 2 blending tests because I didn't want to just do like just one big one, because I wanted to do like warm colors and then cool colors, because I wanted to see like how like warm colors could blend, because warm colors are kind of easier to blend than coolers can be at times. So if you guys have noticed, I've actually changed up my style a little bit. I actually changed the eyes that I'm doing, I changed the hands, and I changed the hair a little bit because I wanted her hair to be more flowy. So for the cool blending test, I did purple to blue, or did like blue to purple, like a fading gradient, to see how well it would blend. For the warm gradient, the Copics did really well, and it actually blended like super easily, and I can barely even tell that it's like 3 different colors. So throughout this video, I'm going to be giving you guys some pros and cons of the Copic marker set that I have. I'll start off with some pros. I do like the style of the cap on the marker, and then how like slim it looks and not as wide as the Ohuhu markers, but it is a big change for me because I am used to like the super thick Ohuhu markers and with the big wide cap. So that is just a thing for me anyways. You might not bother with it, but if you've been using like a marker brand for a very long time, that's my thing, because I've never used any other marker brands, so I was still getting used to them. Another pro is I know they're refillable, which is pretty cool because I have not tried to refill them, but I have heard and I'm pretty sure that they are refillable. Here's a con for me is that caps, like when I try to go to close the caps on the markers, sometimes the caps get stuck or they just like don't close unless I really push hard. That might not be a big deal for some people, but for some reason, like every time I would go to close the cap, it would like not want to close. But the blending was a 10 out of 10. They blended very well, and it was actually super fun to do the blending test because I didn't have to put much effort in, and I just like blended them so smoothly. So I want to do like a greenish shirt and then some brownish orangish hair to like maybe like give it some contrast, or maybe like have some, I wanted to just change up my hairstyles or like my hair coloring. But at the end, I don't think the colors really go together for some reason. Another pro for me is I like to stick to like my favorite colors and use them till they're gone. For some reason, like I don't really branch out with colors. I find a color I like and I stick to it. But with the hoo-hoos, I can't like replace it. I would have to buy a full set. And that can be kind of hard because I don't want to replace all my markers, just one. So with Copics, you can actually just buy the one you need. So I think that is like really handy. How much the markers are individually depends. Some of them are $3 and some of them are like almost $7. Like it ranges from the $3 range to like the almost $10 range. So depending on which markers you get, because they have classic sets, Ciao sets, and then they have sketch sets. They have a lot of different sets. So like depending on which one you get, the price will vary from like $3 to $10. So if you're a beginner to markers, or you're just a beginner artist in general, or you just want like a beginner set of markers, I probably wouldn't recommend Copics because they are on the really expensive side, and like you don't get a lot, you only get 72, which seems like a lot of colors, but in the long run, I use so many colors just doing one illustration. So I would probably recommend Ohuhus for starter people because they are not as expensive and they come with a lot of colors. But if you're a more experienced artist, or if you just want to get some Copics, either way, they are really good markers, and they actually do come in like big packs. Like you could get 272 packs, which have all different markers in it. I would say buying Copics is more of like a long-term thing, because you can keep the marker and you can just replace the nib and you can refill it. So if you were to buy them, it's not like you're gonna have to be like, oh, I need to get a new set because they all dried up. So right here on her skirt, I did have to get some of my Ohuhu markers out because for some reason I just wasn't getting like the fade and the color that I wanted. This could just be because I used so many layers of markers, but her skirt bleeded everywhere. It was like all over the place on her legs, but then I did fix it because when I was rubbing the pink marker for like the shadows on her legs, it did decide to like dull out. And here's where I wanted to put like an orange undertone on her hair, which did not go very successfully because the orange kind of like mixed with the brown and it turned like an orangey brown. Which wasn't bad, I just like wanted it more brown than orange. But in the end, I think her hair turned out more like Merida with a brownish tone hair, but I still think it looked really nice. Overall, I think Copics are really good markers. They're just more on the expensive side and they don't like to go on the caps. Like the caps don't like to go on the marker. But other than that, I think they're really good markers. And they're like make your job really simple. And if you don't have any other Copics and you were planning on getting some, I would start with the Copic starter pack because it gives you every color you're going to need. It gives skin tones, it gives like every color and pastels. So I would get the 72 set starter set. If you guys are looking for an art contest to join, don't forget my art contest has 9 days left. And here's the shout out emoji, and I will put the shout outs from last week on the bottom right hand corner. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys have a great day or night. And please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video.